Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Newcastle United. It is Season 9 of our save. Season 7, I think, with Newcastle United. Episode 2 of the season. We're going to have Swansea and we're going to have AC Milan because our Champions League groups have been drawn. We've got AC Milan, we've got somebody else, and we've got Celtic again. So, yeah, we have to lose again to Celtic. I think we might be able to get through this group. In between episodes, we have played 3 more matches, starting off up against Arsenal. It was a 2-0 defeat. We were not very good. Not a lot we can really say about that. Against Aston Villa, a 1-0 victory here. Christ with the goal. And then against Norwich, we battered them. Edson with 2 goals after just 5 minutes. Fernando Zelaya and Christ also getting on the score sheet. It was 4-0 after 35 minutes, and it stayed 4-0. It does mean that the league table looks fairly uneventful. We're currently sat 9th, but we're only 4 games in. 5th match of the season then, up against current bottom of the table side Swansea. They've played 4 games, they've lost 4 games, they've conceded a lot of goals. 5 against United and Leicester, 4 against Huddersfield, just 2 against Everton, but so far have yet to pick up a single point. And this is probably where they're going to get their first point, isn't it? We're going to lose to Swansea, I can see it now. The starting lineup then for the Swansea game will be Adnan in goal, Restrepo, Munoz, Zelaya and Santos as that back 4. Charles Cesar as the defensive midfielder with Lewis Cook and Christ as the central midfielders. Edson, who is probably our best player currently in the club, is going to be the right winger. Marlon Charles, who is our best player on paper, on that left wing. And Fite Up will be getting a chance up front today. You'll also notice on the bench, Georges Core, the Ivorian, I think, goalkeeper, has been registered because we've loaned out a couple more players, which means we're allowed to register some more foreign players. So we've actually got a decent-ish sub-goalkeeper. So we beat Norwich 4-0, who are a team who were reasonable, I'd say. But I think we're just going to struggle. I think we're going to struggle against Swansea. Restrepo with an early free kick. Fite Up goes for goal after just a minute. Perkins heads back down to the goalkeeper. 1 minute on the clock. We've had our first chance on goal. And 35 seconds later, there's a goal kick, possibly, to Swansea. Cunha plays the ball across to the left-hand side. Perkins is going to run down that wing. He's got Edson in front of him. The Brazilian doesn't manage to get in front of the ball. Melbourne in the centre circle. Plays it across to Besant on the right-hand side. He's going to run straight towards goal. Besant goes for goal. We're 1-0 down. 2 minutes. 2 minutes on the clock. We're 1-0 down against a team who are literally bottom of the table and have conceded 15 goals. We're 1-0 down. Besant with a free kick, don't make it 2-0. It's 4 minutes on the clock, do not make it 2-0. Williams with the ball for Swansea. He's been tackled by Edson, the wonder kid from Brazil. Lumps it upfield down that right wing. Is Fite Up, the German. Edson's busting a gut to try and get into the middle. Plays the ball across. Charles Cesar, the other Brazilian. Finds Marlon Charles, heads it down. Cross Shirley, back to Charles. Takes a couple of touches, goes for goal. And it's an easy save for the goalkeeper. The highlight has carried on with Besant collecting the ball for Swansea. Loftus-Cheek to Amos in the centre circle. Plays it across. Danny Loader on that left-hand side. Is he going to get past his man? He's got Johnny Santos in front of him. Stops and plays it back instead. Perkins in the area. Across to Amos. Perkins once again. Amos again tries to have a shot. Perkins once again goes for goal. They've hit the post. How are we doing so badly against Swansea? How are we doing this? Edson with the corner for us. Danny Loader heads it clear at the front post. A little flicked header further on. Munoz is going to collect it. Is he going to play it down the wing? He's not. He's getting pressured. Has to go back to the Colombian Restrepo. Marlon Charles chests it down. Does a lovely spin. He's got 3 in the box. Edson's there. Edson gets his 4th goal of the season. It is 1-1. Shouldn't be so happy about scoring against a very poor Swansea side, but it's 1-1. Munoz with the ball inside his own half. Back to Zelaya. Now Charles Cesar in the centre circle. We are still only 20 minutes in. This is going to be a very long episode if both these matches end up being really highlight heavy. Cook to Santos. Long ball finds Fite Up. Control outside the area. I think it was Christ Shirley. His effort is just wide of the post. Let's give him a demand more. We should not be losing this game. I mean, it is extremely even. We've had the same amount of shots each, same amount of fouls, possession, all of it. Half-time, we are drawing 1-1 with bottom of the table Swansea. What is going on? Right, we're going to give them an aggressive team talk, and then we're going to change it up to this, and then I'm going to have to do some rearranging. For the second half then, it is all changed. We're going to go for the 5-2-1-2. Big Dids comes in for Lewis Cook. He's going to join that back three. In the middle of the pitch is going to be Charles Cesar and Carlos Restrepo. Restrepo obviously was playing as a left back. He's now going to be a midfielder. Marlon Charles has dropped to left back. Romain Martin also coming off the subs bench for Christchole, who's not having a particularly good game either. Edson's going to try his luck as a striker. He's already scored a goal today. Maybe he can get another. This is where the change of formation is just an embarrassment, and we're just even worse with the new formation. Adnan with a goal kick. The first highlight of the second half has taken all the way until the hour mark. Big Dids plays it forward, finds Marlon Charles, now playing in that more recognisable left-back position, despite the fact he's not a left-back. He goes for goal himself, hits it well wide, still 1-1. Fite Arp's on a 6.4. He's on a 6.4. Santos is on a 6.5 as well. There is a highlight. Cancelo's throw finds Loftus-Cheek. Is he going to get past his man? Doesn't. Keeps hold of the ball though. João Cancelo crosses in. Back post is Johnny Santos. Munoz heads it clear. Only as far as Besant. Now Cancelo, nearly said Santos then. Header from Carvalho is over the bar. It is still 1-1. We don't really deserve much from this game at all. It's going to be Fite Arp coming off. It's going to be Franco Di Matteo coming on. And we're going to swap you two over. And that's all we can do. We've got a free kick. That's in the area, isn't it? That is definitely in the area. Zelaya steps up to take it. And the Paraguayan central defender's effort just hits the outside of the post and goes wide. Oh, seriously? Di Matteo's just picked up an injury as well. We've got 3 minutes or under 3 minutes to play. Cancelo with the ball for Swansea. Melbourne in the centre. Finds Ruben Loftus-Cheek, the former Chelsea man. Crosses the ball. Finds Amos with acres of space, who goes for goal. He's hit the post as well. Big Dids is just awake enough to get the ball clear. How have we drawn this game? How have we done this? It is Swansea. It is Swansea, a team who aren't very good. They're not very good at all. They've got 0 points up until this point. They've got their first point. I did say that they're going to get their first points, didn't I? I would say you're coming in for training, but we've got a match in like 2 days, and it's against AC Milan. A match that Franco Di Matteo isn't going to be playing in because he's out for 2 weeks. Brilliant. Right, well, that 1-1 draw does technically move us up in the table. We've moved up into 8th place, but Manchester City, who still have a game to play, could obviously overtake us. I think technically as well, Southampton, if they win their game, they can't because if they win 3-0, they could. Because then goal difference. But they're playing Liverpool, so it's not going to happen. Match number 2 then of the episode. It is the Champions League tie away from home against AC Milan. And it's going to be difficult. It's definitely going to be difficult. You can see there as well, our Champions League group also has Bayer Leverkusen in it, who I'm pretty sure we beat last season on the way to winning the Europa League. I just want to double check this. I can't remember. Literally for me it was like a week ago. It wasn't that long ago. I'm pretty sure we beat them on the way through. We didn't. Did we? No. What? I'm sure we played them. Did we play them recently in a different competition? I'm now confused. Yes, there you go. We did. We played them 2 years ago, and they got knocked out by us. Good. We are not playing Bayer. We are obviously playing AC Milan, and the starting lineup that we are going to go for then in goal will be Adnan, a back five of Restrepo, Big Did, Zelaya, Munoz, and Johnny Santos. Charlie and Lewis Cook will be the central midfielders with Edson as that attacking midfielder. Fite Arp and Romain Martin will be the 2 strikers today. Edson, as I've mentioned, he's not an attacking midfielder at all. But I think we're going to do we train him up as one? Hold on, are you not even learning English? You should definitely learn English. Let's hope for a better performance against AC Milan than we got against Swansea. Because that match against Swansea was junk, wasn't it? Charlie's immediately just taken a knock. Within seconds, he's taken a knock. First highlight of the game, 11.5 minutes on the clock. Munoz with the ball inside his own half. Back to Adnan, the goalkeeper. So the highlight will begin with Big Dids lumping it upfield. Doesn't find anyone, but Romain Martin has nicked the ball away. Is he going to score his first goal of the season? He doesn't. It's wide of the post. It should have been a corner. It's not. 23 minutes on the clock, and Johnny Santos is going off injured, and we've got no right backs. Right, what do we... Oh, we don't even have any centre-backs. This is the problem. My squad at the moment, there's a lot of foreign players. And as you know, with registration rules and so on, it's difficult to try and fit them all in. They recommend Harry Maguire as a right back. I'm trying something. You could be a right back, surely. Can you? Edson? Oh, this is a risk. Edson as a right back, and Almada's going to come on as that attacking midfielder. We're 20 minutes in, and we're already just dicking about with tactics. Now, Big Dids has taken a knock. Literally, 3 players have taken knocks in this match already. And we've had a highlight, which has basically resulted in a counter-attack, hasn't it? Miliso, possibly. Milico, maybe, running all the way down the length of the pitch. He's just George Weah'd it. He's just done a George Weah. He's ran the full length of the pitch. The former AC Milan player, George Weah, he's done the same thing. Vincenzo Milico, possibly. We're 1-0 down. We don't deserve it. That's literally their first shot on goal. Second, apparently. Half time then, we're 1-0 down. We don't deserve to be 1-0 down. Nothing's happening, if I'm honest. Nothing is happening. Just going to say I expect to see a much better performance. Vite Arp, again, another 6.4 at half time. What's he doing? I assume nothing, which is why he's on a 6.4, but that is 2 matches in a row now. We've got an early highlight. Almada with a free kick, whipped towards the back post. Donnarumma punches it clear, and Bernardeschi now can potentially break for Milan. Milico can run down that left-hand side, gets past his man, who's, let's be honest, he's not a right-back, is he? It's Edson. Edson doesn't get the ball away, it's Munoz instead. What is Munoz going to do? He's a big unit, Munoz. He's massive. Edson lumps it upfield, Vite Arp controls it. Is he going to do anything? Nicks the ball off of Ramos after he lost it to Ramos, goes for goal from a long way out. Donnarumma makes a very simple save. Vite Arp is just doing nothing. Big Dids is dead. So is Christ Cholet. What is going on with our team? Right, 65 minutes on the clock. Vite Arp is coming off. I really need to fix my subs bench, don't I? Why have I got no strikers on the bench? What have I done? They recommend Harry Maguire. Can't believe I'm doing that. Guendouzi's coming on. Cholet's moving up to be a striker. Do we do that? Maybe that's better. Cholet should be able to play everywhere. He's good. He's very good. He should be competent enough to play anywhere. He can play on both the wings, just not in the middle. I'm sure he'll be fine playing as that advanced playmaker. Also, do we do big dids for Harry Maguire? I don't really want to do it, if I'm honest. He's got a groin injury. No, we do Restrepo instead for Marlon Charles. That is all of our subs. We've got 25 minutes to play. I'd like an equaliser. Bellerin with the throw for Milan. Nygren back to Hector Bellerin, the former Arsenal man. Dinks it across. Frank Kessie doesn't get it. Almada should have done something. Romain Martin now the Frenchman, who's spent a lot of time out on loan the last 2 seasons at very good clubs. Can he do the business at Newcastle? Going with probably not. Demand more. Let's do positive. Let's play some positive football. We've been the better side. 14 shots. 7 on target. Not really any goalmouth action to talk about. We've got 3 minutes of injury time. It's going to be a defeat against AC Milan. It's not been a particularly good episode, has it? Elsewhere then in our group, Bayern did beat Celtic 1-0. It's going to be us versus Celtic again like it was last season. Right, I've already decided. I'm not particularly interested in the Champions League. Santos is out for 3 to 4 weeks. That's not good. Big Dids is out for 1 to 2 days. Okay, that's not the end of the world. Magpies made to rue missed chances. Should have scored. Should have scored multiple times. Let's just check the old club vision, see if anything is going on. I mean, B-. B- is okay. Matches is a C. They're not good. Anything that we lose, they hate. They just hate them. C- at least if we lose it. We could lose 1-0 against the best team in the world with children, and they'll just be like, no, F. Just F rating, the worst. An E against Swansea, I definitely agree with that one. So, looking at the squad, last 5 games, Vite Arp, average rating of a 6.58. So, it's time for you, buddy, to get a shouting at. How can I not even... Hold on, why can't I shout at you? Look how bad you've been. Although you haven't really... I can't shout at you because you've only played 4 competitive games. Anyway, that is going to do it then for this episode. Next episode, where are we going to go? I don't really want to do too much Champions League stuff. If I'm honest, like I said, I'm not particularly interested in it. So we might do Huddersfield and West Ham. You might go a long way through, go to Huddersfield and West Ham. That's what we're going to do, because I'm hoping we can win both of those matches. In between, we've got Man City, Chelsea, and Manchester United, and then Leicester. We're going to get 1 point out of the next 4 league games. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2020 with Newcastle United. If you did enjoy, do remember to leave a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I'll be back next time with more Football Manager.